Yo, what's going on, people? All right, so I called 911 and I let them know, like, I didn't know how to tell them, like, yeah, you can't call 911 with like a blood dripping down your face. It wasn't dripping down, but I had a cut. I was feeling really like dizzy and lightheaded, and they're gonna ask you questions like what happened. Like if you were shot, if you didn't shoot yourself and you were shot, the first thing they're gonna do if you go to an ambulance, they're gonna ask you like questions like what happened. Did someone do this to you? I told them just straight up like on the phone I was assaulted at work, and and they were like, and I just said I didn't really want to like go to the police or anything at first, but she was like, do you need medical attention? And I was just like, cause she was real kind of like impatient, cause I understand it's Philly, it's a lot more people, it's not like a town where everybody knows each other. So I just said yes I do. I go outside, man, and let me tell you, when the ambulance comes to the hood, it's like everybody stops what they're doing to see what's going on. Fucking fire truck came, the ambulance came, and they literally they didn't put me on a stretcher, but I walked on the ambulance truck, and they escorted me inside, took my blood pressure, and they rushed me to Einstein. And I'm glad I had health insurance. One thing, I don't get along with my dad, but I thank him for, I thank Obama and my dad, because I was able to be on this health insurance until I was 26. Now, as I'm on the stretcher, well, as I'm inside the ambulance, I just tell them what happened. I had like a cut on the roof of my mouth. I showed them like the where it happened, and I just tell them like I need attention. I don't know what's going on, because I was a little forgetful. Like I never been like attacked before ever like that. So they take me to Einstein, and they were just telling me like a good way to see what happened to you is to have a CAT scan done. But you know, with CAT scans, you have a risk of catching cancer because there's radiation from the CAT scan. But I take that risk anyway because I want to just see what it is, what happens. And I'm a little mad at him putting his hands on me. Like when you know somebody and you like look out for somebody and then they kind of screw you over, you want to get back at that person. So it's nothing I did wrong. He was the aggressor. He attacked me. So they're asking me like, hey, do you want to like press charges? And as I'm a little heated, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I do. And the first thing we do when I'm healed up, because I still have the cut on me. The first thing around like, cause I was in the hospital like 5 hours. When 12 or like 10 o'clock or like till like 12 o'clock came, because the thing about Philadelphia, well, saying about cities versus towns, there's different districts and police precincts you can go to. Wherever the incident happened, you have to go to that precinct. So I forgot the precinct that was closest to mine. It's on like Alney Avenue. It's always some crackhead like yelling outside that precinct. But I had to go to the precinct downtown because that's where the incident happened. So I go to the precinct closest to like the Parkway, around there, like kinda like in the down, like if you've ever seen Rocky and where he ran near the art museum, it's really like right in that section. That's where the police station was at. If you're from Philly and you know where the Wawa is, and like near like Spring Garden, like the Ben Franklin Parkway, that's exactly where the precinct is. So I go in there, man. I tell them, let me just say this too. I feel a little more like safe because these were white detectives. When I was robbed, and I wasn't trying to really get nobody locked up. I just wanted them to know like this happened, just in case they do it again. I want to give you the description of the people. When I literally called the police when I got robbed 2 years before this happened, these fuckers came 3 hours late. They were really unhelpful, and I really didn't want to I didn't want to say anything because I was like, why would I want to say something now, and you wait 3 hours? But this kind of explains why I left Philadelphia. It's a shithole city. There's nothing there, and I'm out there, motherfucker. I'm out. But oh yeah. So I go to the detective, and as Wack would say, this is when I start singing like a canary. I start singing to the to the policeman. And the first question he asked me was, "You sure you want to do this?" I was like, "Yeah," because I didn't understand judges. They execute warrants if there's probable cause in a situation. The judge he signs the warrant, he executes it, and the police officer enforces it. So look at it like this: little history for you, little government history for you, government lesson, well, government course. So judges are part of the judicial branch. They are responsible for signing off on warrants and executing them. Police officers execute them. Let's put it like that. The people in the legislative branch, they create the law, but the judges, they approve it and they review it, and the police, like the executive, like that's what law enforcement is, executive, they enforce it. So their job is basically to pick his ass up. If they feel like he did enough harm to me, they're gonna. And the thing was, they knew I wasn't lying about anything because he asked me. It's like this. Whenever, because let me just say this: when a female is raped, because when I was interrogated, when I was like questioned, when I told him everything, and he asked me the same question like different time, like the same time, like many times, but he asked it differently. I knew anytime a female is accusing somebody of rape or sexual assault, a lot of the times if charges are pressed, I believe that female, because detectives, they ask you questions a lot. They may ask you the same question many times, and they know you're lying. They're not going to proceed anymore with that case. So he asked me a lot of the same questions over and over again. Oh, I forgot to mention, when I was in the hospital, they showed me they wanted to make sure they were going to get the right dude. So there happened to be two guys named by this dude, and the first one had the same name as him, but it wasn't him. And they showed me another picture. It was a mugshot of him. I was like, yeah, that's him right there. And when we got to the police station, they was like, he's been in trouble before, because I had access to his records when I found out exactly what he did, what he was bragging about. I had access to his information, his paperwork. So I was interrogated. I told them what happened. He put hands on me. I let them know everything, and they gave me a ride home because it's New Year's. I got fucked up. I got my ass beat, and I'm out of a job. I'm waiting till I'm a little scared to go back and get my check. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, how am I gonna get my check? Because I don't have direct deposit. What if what if they like keep my check? And you can tell I'm over it because I'm laughing about it. What if they keep my check and they like, oh, you ain't getting nothing, you bitch ass nigga. Don't let me get him to fuck you up again. Like I'm just laughing to myself like now, but it's funny now. But I'm just out of a job, and I'm waiting for the judges to I don't like, here's the thing. As they file all the paperwork and everything, and they send it to the judge, I'm just nervous because I'm looking on YouTube. I'm seeing like, how long would it take to arrest somebody? What if they don't take my case seriously? What if they just throw it out? What if he didn't really file the charges to begin with? I'm just wondering, like, man, I know they're not really going to take this serious because it's just a black man attacking another black man, and I'm just like, man, I don't know if he's going to really face any punishment for this. And I'm looking at chases on YouTube. Like I answer, like I type in, how long does it take for a like a warrant to be, how long does it take for a warrant to be signed by a judge? Because that's all I'm waiting for. The minute I go home for like a whole week, I'm just waiting for them to do something or tell me like, hey, we couldn't really proceed any further because it's not enough evidence. Because the first thing I'm thinking is maybe they did something to the cameras, maybe it's not enough people around to really validate my story. And I'm just thinking, because they hated me so much there, maybe they are going to just say I'm lying about everything. And then, like, I believe a week before my birthday, I get the news through a letter telling me you need to come down to the municipal, I think it was, if you ever seen Beanie Siegel's trial for attempted murder, that very area where all those courthouses are, they have like one for minor crimes, one for like murder and drug cases. I was in that very same, I was told to go down there on the day after my birthday for the preliminary hearing, because it appeared that they arrested him 6 days after I made that report. They locked him up. And I found out because they had like his docket number, all his information, his like all his information. I was able to look online and see how long he was in jail. So 6 days after I made that report, they arrested him. Let me say this: they arrested him at the job. I guess they like staked out the place and they arrested him. So I'm gonna tell you the next part later.